Okay, let's see.
Maybe we can make an introduction.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, yeah. So let's see, we should be live. I mean, I have added a 5 seconds delay, so, but
Nice.
I've changed the see. Yeah, we're live on YouTube now.
Oh, great. Yeah, let me have just the lights, because I have the lights there.
Oh yeah. I really need to buy a better camera. But that's part of another live stream. How to buy and update the camera setting.
Here we go. Perfect. Okay.
So
we are ready.
Yeah, we are ready.
Sorry.
So
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So hey Francesco, we did it again.
Hi Stefan.
I mean, we had our last live chat with the teaser at the end of December last year.
Yeah, it was at the end of December.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically we have talked a little bit about this project that we have.
Yes.
We can, if you want, you can. I don't know if you can share your screen, so that we have this idea.
Yes.
That we want to talk.
I opened the dashboard preview already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi Chris.
So
hi Chris.
Yeah. Let's see. If we have this. Yeah. So now we're sharing a screen. Perfect. Yeah. So I think that I'm speaking into the right name.
Yeah, he's speaking in the right. Your mic sounds very distant and soft.
This is better, maybe. Maybe like this is better. Let's see. Let's see.
Maybe the app is again using the wrong microphone.
But how can I see this? Let me share. How can I maybe start recording?
So for the record, we're using Skype here. So we're back in the early 2000s, or I don't know when Skype was introduced.
Now it's not better. Maybe now.
Oh, it's way better now. Now it's now we are in the radio station. Live with Francesco today.
Next webcam I'll buy without a microphone. So
but you have a good webcam. I mean, that's one thing I don't have. I have a green screen, I have lights, a microphone, but still a bad webcam.
Not really good, but thank you. Sorry for this. This has happened already sometimes, but thank you all already on chat. I've seen some people we have here.
Yes.
So Stefan, would you like to talk? It's your channel. I can explain that whenever.
Yeah, so hi guys, thanks for watching. So as I said, in the late December 2020, Francesco and I talked about in one of our live streams that we're gonna create a tool all during live streams. So we have planned multiple live sessions besides this one. And hey Anna, hi.
Anna.
And so the plan is that we're gonna create a NodeJS app with Docker, of course.
Yeah. If you can show the screen, maybe we can understand better.
Yeah.
Our idea. We have this idea.
Yeah. So we have this idea that we're gonna build with this stack. So with Node.js, Postgres.
Okay. Here. Yeah.
And
okay. Yeah. So basically the idea is to show the process. So basically we want to create some dashboard to show your social statistics. So this is the idea.
Exactly.
So and then the stack, of course, as you said, we will create some Docker images and then Docker containers, of course. We will start working on the Node API in the middle. So we will use Node, of course, and the other cube that you see on the right, it doesn't show very well on already light blue background, but that's a SQLite, which is an ORM. An ORM is an object relation mapper, which is basically a tool, is a Node library, which allows you to create some tables and also interact with those tables without changing that by your hands. You can always do that, of course, if you can. It's just a tool that it's useful, in my opinion. That's it. So I think we'll focus on this part maybe today, maybe also next time. This will be a kind of long project. It's not just a one-shot project because it's kind of ambitious.
Yes. So
and then
expect more than just one live stream. this gonna be a
Yeah,
series.
and then of course, yeah. And then of course we will use Postgres, the DB, inside a Docker image, of course, and we'll make interact at least this node application with the Postgres database, both inside the two containers. Of course, we will use the Docker Compose. We can talk about that a little bit today. So we'll focus on this part in the middle and on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on the top right, we have how we will show this data. And this is a tool which is called Grafana. I don't know, Stefan, if you can look for Grafana images on Google.
Oh yeah. Give me a sec. So Grafana. Let me see if we get a
just to show the possible results.
Yeah, let's take an easy one.
Just to show how the results could be.
So basically, Grafana is a let's call it a tool to create really impressive dashboards, but not only impressive, but also insightful.
Grafana is super powerful.
Yeah.
Grafana it's a tool to show data in a beautiful way. So you can use data from DB, from basically everywhere. And it's also a tool. It's I think it's an open source project. I think I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, me too.
And basically your data can be shown in so many different ways. You can customize the colors. There are a lot of tools.
Yes.
There are also other projects which uses Grafana inside their projects to show maybe some data. So this is the idea.
Yeah. And one important part is that for instance in our company we use it for monitoring. So what you see here in this graph here, I hope the people can see it, are performance insights from your server, for instance, and you can also create alerts. So that's another thing that's great with Grafana. It's not just monitoring. You can set alerts that if a certain KPI is reached.
I think you can also send messages on phone, also SMS, a lot of useful things. So this is how we would like to do that. So this is the basic idea. And of course, when you will create some Node API, we can basically connect that with basically everything, React, Tailwind. But this is not this project, which is already. So our project is to create this dashboard. And the name of the project, it was Social Data Dashboard. So the idea is can you go back on the graph?
Yeah. Sorry. I was just answering Luke. Hi, Luke. I go back to the dashboard. Yeah.
I've done this in 5 minutes. Please forgive me. I see a mirror, and I see again Grafana now. Go on the graph.
Yeah, I'm back on the dashboard. I thought you meant Grafana.
So basically, and one thing that also I really like is that I'd like to run Grafana, Postgres, and our Node API project inside Docker containers. So we can run also Grafana into this Docker container. So my aim, the first goal of this project, in my opinion, would be a repository when you will have Docker Compose with 3 services, and you can launch this on your machine.
Yes.
And I was talking about the social part. Basically, from this Node API, we will fetch some social API. I think we will start from Twitter.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah, me too.
And then we can display this kind of stuff on our graph. So this is a basic idea. So this is for now. This is for personal use. So you can download this project and use for you. We need to think about how to hide the API key. So maybe we need to find a way to do that in a proper way, but we will think about that later.
Yes.
So, Stefan, I've never used the Visual Studio Live Share, but I've seen you use them. So I think we can switch on the interesting part. Please don't tell me that you have a light IDE, because otherwise I leave this session. Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean the good part of VS Code Live Share is that your setup can look completely different. So you can have any theme setting on your machine. It doesn't affect my my
this
machine.
Is why I've asked this, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So one thing to note, by the way, so hi Scott, if you're planning to use this later on and also start this on your machine, it's important that you need to apply for the Twitter developer program. So in order to get a Twitter API key, you need to create an app and apply. There is a new process. They need to verify and grant you access to the API. Just keep that in mind, that there is something to do.
Yeah, of course, as I said, this is for personal use. So we need to find a way to store, maybe in a good way, your personal API. But for now we'll focus on this. And as you say, then we need to think about that. I don't know how many API we can connect to at the same time. Also, I think that also maybe YouTube API, Instagram. I don't know. There will be other socials when we will finish this project. There will be other socials, I think, online.
You will just need to go to Grafana to get your social KPIs.
Maybe we will use we could use maybe the Twitter API client, the Simon one, but I'm not sure about that, because we would need something to talk with Twitter, basically.
Yeah.
So our idea is to show some data. We can also try, as you said, in the beginning, I would not use any other libraries. So as you said, we will create maybe just a Twitter project. I don't know how to call that.
Yeah, you need the app on twitter.com, it's developers.twitter.com, I think, where you can create the Twitter app to obtain the API keys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's one step you need to do,
Okay. Perfect. So the introduction has been done. Yeah, so I think we can jump on VS Code, so we can try also to see if it works.
Yeah, let's see. Where are you? Let's. The first thing with the live share is always find each other so that I know it works. You're in
Stefan.
You're in.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we can even message maybe here, maybe.
We can.
Yeah.
So I can send you a secret message. So this is secret.
Yeah. So
but everybody on the stream will see.
Perfect. So Stefan, please, you sent me this project, and you sent me the live share. So can you please tell me what there is already on this project, so I can jump in.
Okay.
I already see some Docker files.
What I created this morning, so that we have something to get started, is I created a repository. I mean, we're gonna share this with you anyway. Later on, so I created a dummy. Let's close everything here. A repository, and the only dependencies I installed so far is Express, types Express, because I'm so used to TypeScript, I installed it automatically. The all contributor CLI, but that's not important for now, and Prettier, because I like to have a standardized code style. So let's first install. I used Yarn, but this also works with npm.
It should not be a problem.
No.
Yeah,
it's basically the same these days.
Yeah. So I think that we would need to install other dependencies. So maybe we can do this maybe in the beginning. Maybe it's better, in my opinion. So let me check. I think we need to install just two more packages.
Yes. So
it should be the PG
Yarn
and SQLite.
PG and SQLite. Let's see if I type it correctly.
I can't see your terminal. I don't know if you can share this. Maybe it's better. Don't worry. I forgive you.
Oh no, it's the first discussion. So I give you read-only access, and you should see it. Give me a second. You should now see it, so it should be shared.
Yeah, I can see
Yes, that. Chris, the Twitter API process takes really long. So take this into account when you create a Twitter app. It takes some time. So let's add PG. So SQLite.
Sure.
Let's see if this is the way you type this.
Bruno.
Oh, Bruno is here.
The Docker expert is here. Great.
Oh no!
Okay.
I every time I write sequelize for wrong every time. So sequelize. Let's see. Google finds everything.
Yeah, exactly. I can't see.
Let me see. Copy this. And now it works.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, sequelize. Let's see the versions.
Let's see what it installs. So it's 6.3.5.
What about PG?
I added it, but
PG.
yeah, it didn't install it because that was the typo with sequelize.
And this is why it's good to have 4 eyes on code.
Yeah, but actually we have more. So we have 9 people watching. So we have enough eyes to make this work. Everybody can help us do this. Okay, so I installed now. Currently we have Express, PG, sequelize installed, and some dev dependencies.
Yeah, can you please keep going by explaining me every file?
Yes.
We can also explain every file because maybe there is someone, maybe who's not maybe expert even in Git.
Yes.
So I would like to explain file by file.
Okay, let's go file by file. So, but first we jump into the basic source. Let's go with the files outside. So I have added all contributor CLI. I mean, it's a gimmick. It's not something you need, but I'm a huge fan that that when you create an open source project, that you add the contributors to the README, and with all contributors CLI, you can create this table here and add people from the CLI. So I added the both of us here.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see that this is a dev dependency.
Yes. Yeah.
I've never used that. So yeah, you in this case, yeah, I leave you the honor, to work on this one. But I see a file here. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, this is just the file where the all contributor source keeps the information for the table. So I added you and added me, and our contribution currently is the idea. So you can add also other things like documentation, code, and everything else.
Yeah, and I, in my opinion, this can be an open source project. So we don't know if there's someone else, so maybe it's getting interested. For now, maybe we will add someone else in the future. For now, we first try to understand what's going on, and then we'll see.
Yeah. So before I open the Docker image, the Docker files, let's jump into Prettier. So Prettier, this is my usual Prettier config.js setup for most of the projects I work with or I've set up. So I mean, it's a kind of basic. Basic Prettier config.
I think that I don't use the config.js, prettier.config.js. I just use Prettier in the basic way, but maybe this is your personal configuration.
It's based on my personal configuration and also from my previous employer. And the reason why I added to the repository is that all developers have the same setting. So if you have a Prettier installed on your machine with a different global setting than I have, then we would create lots of diffs in each pull request, and this just makes it a standardized config for this project here.
Nice.
Yeah. So and the other files are the Docker files already. I'm not. Do you want to talk about them already, or should I?
Yeah. You sent me this so I can try to understand what's going on.
Okay.
Here.
So
basically, first of all, let's go in order. We'll talk about the Docker file, then Docker ignore, and then Docker compose file.
Okay.
So let me read this. So I see here. It's first of all, this is strange because usually the from is the first line in a Docker file, which is the basic image. But for example, we have an exception here because I see here we have this arg, which is basically we can define a variable, an optional variable we can use inside the Docker file. So this is, I think this is the only keyword that can be above the from command. So basically this is just for, I think this has been just for easy of use. So we can change the line at the top without changing things inside the Docker file. So I think this is the idea.
But there was also another idea. So the reason why it's on top there is, I mean, I reduced this Docker file to the bare minimum, but the idea was that if this is, let's say, the builder image, So if you do a multi-stage builder
Yeah.
step, so then I can just copy this from Node and add another one, and let's say this is the app, the final app,
Exactly.
and this is where the arcs are handy, because both images now depend on the arguments I provide here, and I don't need to do a search and replace for all these steps. Thanks,
Yeah,
Bruno.
and I think that it's easier maybe to read. Maybe in the beginning it can be you need to understand that maybe in the beginning, but I like this. Yeah, and here, for example, I see that there is a copy command, which basically you can copy some files and the directories from inside. Yeah, from this directory basically inside the Docker image. And here we have package.json and yarn lock. I don't know if we should put an asterisk somewhere. I don't know, because if we don't have a yarn lock file, this could fail. But since we have this yarn lock file,
we should.
It's okay.
Yeah.
For now, it's okay for me. If we could get this error, maybe if we are, for example, at the beginning of the project, and maybe we don't have this yarn lock, for example. For example, I don't know, but if we have this git ignore and maybe we have the yarn lock inside the git ignore, if some people copy this project, they will not have the yarn lock. So yeah, this could be a problem.
But the yarn lock is not git ignored. So I always also commit the yarn lock or the package lock. I mean, talking about yarn and npm, Chris asked us in the chat, is there any specific reason to use yarn over npm? I mean, the reason why I'm curious what you say, Francesco, to answer his question. So I used npm in the beginning when I started doing stuff with Node, but at one point yarn really, I'm not sure when it was, but at one point yarn was faster than npm. There was this point back in I don't know 2 years ago, 1 year ago. When it was faster, and then I switched to yarn, and then the reason why I stick to yarn was the workspaces, the mono repo setup. So it was easier with yarn to set up mono repos with multiple workspaces than with npm, and then in the end that made me stick. So
I've used the npm, yarn. I've also used the Bower in some years ago. For example, I also done some migration. Don't laugh, please, because it has been kind of hard times.
Don't worry.
I've been there too. I've done a migration from Bower, and I've used the yarn. So in that case, I felt in love with yarn because it solved my migration problem from Bower, which was a very great and difficult one. I don't know. Usually, I would use npm to show to other people because it can add something. But I like your idea that you are using yarn, so you can show this. I think that for my personal projects, I would use npm because I'm sure that npm it's already installed in a machine.
Yeah,
it's not really a problem. I really like the idea that we can show that by doing different stuff. I mean, of course, the Docker file will be different. Of course.
Yeah. You have yarn here, not npm.
Yeah, but yarn is more powerful in my opinion. We can do better things. Maybe it's also faster. So I'm nothing against in that. But they both works.
Yeah. So the next line is So what I do here is I install the dependencies, and so yarn is used for the speed and for the fact that it's fast. Not only the speed, but also with the workspaces topic. That was really powerful for a lot of my use cases. And to be honest, I'm used to it now. Humans are lazy. I'm used to typing yarn now because on my keyboard, on the German keyboard, it's very fast to type yarn, almost with just one hand. But npm too, okay. I don't know. It's not a good answer, but
we are really lazy. We are really lazy. Let's say this.
So I will explain it here. So what I do here is I use yarn install, and I say the log file should be frozen. The reason why I do this is I have the yarn log I use the yarn log is there for a specific reason. So it nails all the dependencies you have installed. Also the dependency of your dependencies. And what I want is that when I build the Docker file, I want exactly the same setup use the same yarn dependency structure and everything that I have on my machine. So in this frozen log file makes sure that this yarn install fails when the log file changes in any way. So as soon as my Docker file or my Docker build says, oh, there's something wrong, I have to update yarn log, I'm aware of that. So it's not something sneaking in the build setup.
Yeah.
The production falls is maybe not relevant in our case because we have not a multi-stage build. So in our case, the reason why we used production falls was because we had a multi-stage build, and in the first stage we installed all dependencies. This does mean we also installed dev dependencies because we built the app in the first stage, and in the second stage we just installed production dependencies to make the image smaller. So in our case, it's not really relevant. No progress. Yeah, I don't want to pollute the output when I built the image. The ignore engines was previously important because the Node version, the Node Docker image, came with another version that we have locked in our package.json engine. That's maybe not relevant either here. And ignore optional is if you can install optional dependencies in your package.json, and we ignored them a lot in some cases. Yeah. So I would remove everything except for the frozen log file now and no progress to make this more safe.
Yeah. And basically, as you say, we are using the run command on the Docker file, so we are basically it's like doing this on the command line.
Yes.
Basically, we are doing. Yeah, we should of course use the run. To and not just to also to copy files. So the copy file here is correct.
Yeah.
Basically, it seems that we are copying the source folder.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is it going on the above folder? What is the dot head there? I don't know, but
you mean this? You mean this dot here?
Something that I don't see here is the work dir. So maybe we are not using that.
No. Actually, this image just puts everything in the root of the Docker image. Yeah, I have not created.
Which is bad.
Yeah. Okay. But, yeah, you're right. So let's create a work dir. Let's say it's our app. I know. Okay. And then we don't need the dot here, and then it's just. Yeah, this should work.
We need to find this. Yeah, okay. And then in the end, here we see that here we expose this port 3000, of course. This run ls. To question about that.
that was when I debugged it. I had it.
You have been faster than me. And the last command, which is basically the instruction that we provide when we try to execute the container.
Yes.
And so we are using here an CMD and not an entry point, for example. And there can only be one CMD.
Yes.
And here, for example, is something that could sound strange because we have this node dot.
Yeah.
For example, I didn't know this. I would expect here, for example, a node index.js on source index.js. Instead, we have this dot. Can you explain, Stefan,
yes, of course. So I've seen many images running, for instance, npm start.
This is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it, but then you run npm to run your app. That's not required. So I run node dot, and the dot resolves to, let's see, where is it? Oh, it's here already. So there in the package.json there is this main property, and I've said the main resolves to source index.js, so this source index.js, and whenever you run node dot, it will run this, or it will execute node with this file here. So it's basically a shortcut. So instead of saying node source index.js, you can say node dot, and it will resolve to this file.
Okay, it's a bit hidden, but if you know that, maybe it's more useful if you create multiple projects. I don't know if I don't like that so much, but we can leave it like that.
No. Then let's change it. I mean,
no, it's okay.
Would it be dot source?
I think that we need to troubleshoot because we are changing the Docker file now. We will need to do this.
Yeah.
Then okay.
The compose would be the next file, right?
Yeah, just one thing I'd like to say before the compose. I'd like to talk about
Yes.
the Docker ignore. I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
in this case, we don't really need the Docker ignore, because here we are copying just the source file. I don't know if this is right or not. It depends, because here we are just copying the source file. For example, we are not copying the Docker file, the README, something else, the Docker compose. So if is this our goal, then we don't even need the Docker ignore. Docker ignore is basically, it's similar to the git ignore. You can, when you copy, for example, if you copy dot, so which is basically copy everything into everything, then with Docker ignore, you can ignore some folders. For example, in this case, maybe we could even don't use that. I would leave this for now.
Yeah, let's leave it for now. Yeah.
Then if we are just copying a folder, we can even avoid to do this. But usually the Docker ignore, it looks like something like that. In my opinion, the most important thing is to avoid to copy your node modules folder inside the Docker image.
Yeah.
This can lead to problems. The other things are good: VS Code, the Git history, and also the contributor. So
yeah, and some
let's
other
leave
files.
let's leave it like this. And let's see. So for now, basically we are not using Docker ignore, because we are copying source into the slash source. But we should have this work there /app, and that's it. So
I added it.
yeah. So I think that since and then we can go into the source index.js.
Yeah, but let's first the Docker compose for a second.
Docker compose.
I mean, it's small. It's not.
It's a very. It's a super small. It's a baby Docker compose, but I sure that this will grow in the future.
Yeah. So I mean,
basically.
Yeah, you can explain it. So you can.
Yeah, so basically the Docker compose, here we see a super small version. Docker compose file is a .yml file, which is where basically you can define your services. You can define this is an example, it's a little bit too small to explain things. Basically, we have just one service, which is called app. At the top, we see the version of the Docker compose. You can check the documentation for that. And Docker compose is super useful because it's where we will, for example, we will define all our services, which in our case will be the app, the Postgres, and also the Grafana image. Yeah. And we can define the environment variables. We can define networks, the volumes, which will be useful for persistence. We can also here define the build path. We can, for example, here, Stefan, we could define the name of the image.
Oh yeah, edit. Feel free to edit. Yeah, that makes sense. And we can skip one step.
Yeah. So we see that this is working. So let's see. So basically, here we are defining the. It should be. I can't remember the name because we have already created one. It should be node-docker.
Let me see. It was Docker build. Yeah, it's node minus Docker or -Docker. Yeah. So this is the image.
Okay. Yeah, and then we can add a version. Maybe we can work on the .0.0.2.
Yes.
Okay.
Why? There is something. Property image is not allowed.
No, because we are inside the build. Yeah. That's the reason. Perfect. Okay, this should be on this part. Like this.
Oops.
Don't. Okay, I did that.
That's the good and the bad about live share when two people work on the same file.
Okay. So basically, we are defining the image. This is good because so when we will build the image, we will have this name.
Yeah.
This is okay. Yeah,
and we're exposing this Docker service, this Docker container. I changed the port. Yeah. So as you may remember from the Docker file exposes the port 3000, and we say the port 3000 here. That's the internal from the, let's say, inside from Docker. Yeah. We expose it on our host machine, in this case my machine, on 8080.
Okay, this is okay. We can like this.
So
Okay, so basically the Docker Compose, we need to see this grow, because in the beginning I thinking that this was like an over engineering, but it's not, because it's way different. It's useful to define, or especially if you have multiple services, it's very useful, in my opinion. So you will see, we will see the advantages later.
I mean, we will come to the point where people will see that we add volumes here and also link services to each other, so you can tell different services that they are linked to each other, that they depend on each other, so you can do a lot of stuff here inside Docker Compose. We will get to this sooner or later.
Perfect. I like that. Okay, so I think we can go in the index.js, and we can try maybe to rebuild the image.
Yeah. So basically, what I did and prepared for today is just a really simple Express server. So what we do, we require Express. We create an Express instance that's called app. We have this static port. I mean, we're gonna use this later, or we change this later in the environment with environment variables. And we just have one get endpoint that returns hello world. And when the app starts, basically it means when the app listens on the given port, we add a console log. So let's start it locally. So when I do node dot or node source index.js, whatever you prefer, the app runs. Let's see, and when I go here and I go on localhost, no, it's 88. No, it's it's 3000. Now it's here. Hello world. Awesome.
Okay, let's see if I can see that.
Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see the port. Yeah, it should be shared. So another good part here with the live share extension is, in case you want to try it for yourself, is that you can not only share the code, you can share servers, and you can share your terminal, and that's also great, you can chat inside here. So I
have a problem because I have the 8080 port already used, but I can try to.
Yes, 3000. So the same. It's basically my default port in most of the cases.
Okay, so you changed that.
Yeah,
okay.
I changed it.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see if the Docker image still works.
Yeah, can we just, Stefan, just add one thing? On the app.get, I would like maybe a console log, so we can maybe later we can see the main, for example, the Docker logs.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So I agree.
Yeah, sure.
That, you are the master of this repository.
No, I'm not. Yeah. I don't. One other thing. Let's add Nodemon. I've seen you tweeted about it already. Because I don't want to restart the app all the time. So in case you don't know. Or the viewers.
I know it.
The viewers. So there is Nodemon, and what it does is basically it watches for changes for any given file you add, and then it restarts your application. So what we do, we just add our yarn add Nodemon as a dev dependency. And then let's create a new script in our package.json.
Now this is interesting.
Yeah, I always call this watch. I've seen other people calling it def. I mean, it's kind of def, I know, but I like to attach the script name to what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a watch mode. So it's Nodemon source index.js. I mean, we have just one file, so oh yeah, there is a newer file. Let me see. Wait, I need to open it again. Okay, now so the watch command here. And when I execute now yarn watch, I mean, it works also with npm. You have to say npm run. Chris, that's maybe something I like. Surf is also good. One thing I like more about yarn is that you can just say yarn and then the script name. So with npm, you have to say npm run watch.
Yeah, this is one of the advantages of a yarn.
So again, it reduces to speed.
Yeah.
So I can just say yarn watch, and you see now Nodemon started. I can restart it from my console, or it's watching. So
Try to change something.
yeah, so let's say we had an exclamation. Yeah, we had something here, and you see it restarted.
Does it work with me or not?
Yeah, it should work. So if you change something here, it should also restart my server.
Maybe not.
You have not. You must save the file. It's still unsaved.
I've saved. Let's try.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's working. That's great. great.
Yeah.
Not one to people. I love this.
Yeah. So this is really helpful, especially when you're lazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Stefan, we took just 40 minutes though, so we are super fast. So I think Stefan, I'd like to create maybe first of all, let's do this for now, for today. Yeah. We'll create the Docker and a new Docker image because we have changed the Docker file. So
we need to rebuild
so I can also try. We can also make people that are watching, maybe they could try if at least it works. And then maybe we can try to start to connect with the DB, or let's see. So let's try to create the Docker image.
Yes. So
you are the terminal master.
Yeah. So what I currently do is, because we have a Docker compose file, I say Docker compose up and say minus.
You need to build.
Yeah, and build it.
You want to show? Okay.
So people should see. So I basically what I do is I start and build it in the same command. So let's see if this works.
You can do exactly.
So and let's see.
We have changed something.
Yeah, not much, but yeah, maybe we should explain why why the order here is important. And something about the cache layers. So
and for example here, I think that you have already the Node version 14.15, because otherwise you would have downloaded that from Docker Hub.
Yes.
So this is why it's just skipped that part.
Yeah.
And this is executing basically line by line. You can check every line, step 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So this is very clean, and this is slow the first time. But for example, if you try to do this again, this should be way faster.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to say. Oh no, that's I know why I didn't add the work there, because I had issues when I was in a hurry creating this this repository. So
I also now remember that there is a little typo in the Docker ignore file, which should be no, you have changed.
Yeah, I fixed it. Yes, but give me a second. Why is this not working? Cannot find module app. Give me a sec here. We said the work there is app. We copied this into app. We copied this into source. Oh yeah, we have a bug in our live stream.
Yeah, because maybe it was better to like it like this, but let's see. It says that the problem is that the module app. So I don't know if this is the work dir app or the app inside the package.json. No, it's source. It's not.
Yeah, it's source and app. Maybe give me a sec. Maybe it's maybe this command here is executed from the root of the image, and that's why. Let's see. We'll get this straight.
Maybe on the copy.
Oh no, let's cannot find app.
Cannot find
app.
No. Okay, try to. Okay, yeah, we can do like this maybe.
Oh no, you know what? We can do the Docker exec. You said
but the Docker exec is for the image.
Yeah. So we can go.
So we have not built this.
Yeah, but you can go inside even if it's not built.
Let's see if you have that.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, I can edit that. Docker images.
Yeah, let me see. I don't know. I have so many images. So this one here is this image ID. Wasn't it Docker exec?
Let's check inside what there is inside.
Yeah, but how can I know there was this. Was it Docker rm? No. Was it Docker me? No. I tried to start this even though it's not running. I know that you can go inside an image that's not running, but
you can try to do docker exec dash it of the image and then bash in the end.
Yeah.
But I think it should be run.
No, it doesn't run because it fails. So it's not running.
Okay, so maybe this is the work dir. Let me see
I
if
need
I
to-
can
I need to-
fix this.
I need to find this out next time. How to?
Work dir dash up.
Wait. I just want to see where these files are. So what's inside the app folder? What's inside the app folder? I need to find out how this last time was. So
No such. We don't have this.
so the work.
We have a. Yeah. No.
You have to create it first, don't you?
No.
The work. You know, every time when I work with work dirs.
You don't like that?
No, I like that, but I have
yeah.
this.
Can you try to do something?
Every time. I know. Wait a sec. I know.
Try like this. Try now.
What did you change?
The copy.
You copied everything.
Try.
Dot to dot. Yeah, but I think I'm not sure if this was the problem. Give me 1 sec. I want to test something.
Because I think that if you do slash source,
I want to copy the.
maybe you should use maybe the absolute path, maybe.
Wait, where's my image? Here is my.
Just leave it like that because it's working.
Yeah, but do you really want to copy everything into the image now?
Yeah, but this is why we have the Docker ignore.
You're right. You are right.
And and here, for example, we don't. But another thing, we have not run the npm install. So, for example, we have not node modules in this folder.
Yeah.
This is not a problem. But so can we leave the copy dot dot?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah. Give me a sec. It runs now. It takes ages now. Why? 23 seconds.
Nice. Done. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Bruno. Bye bye. Now it works. So the issue was not the issue was the copy command. So we were inside the work there. Bye, Bruno.
No, because I think that we do things in a different way. So for example, I don't want to think about the folder, so I always do copy dot dot and I use a Docker ignore.
Yeah.
Maybe in your case you don't like work dir and you do this with the copying exactly in one folder. So
yeah, let's see. I mean.
So we have mixed we are mixing the two workflows basically.
Yeah, but that's great. I love that.
I'm pretty sure it should be maybe that when you do copy, maybe there is an absolute path somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't want to think about that when I work on this Docker file. Yeah. So this is why I do just a copy dot.
Yeah, the issue was the dot before the slash. So I basically what I did, I copied it into the root of the Docker image and not into the work there.
Yeah, I say you this before this dot. This.
Okay, so now it runs. Okay. Now it runs. So the Docker image runs.
So you are living like this source with dot slash.
Yeah, let's try it for now and see if we have more files, because basically we just have maybe we just need the source for everything and just. Okay. So what I want to see is, okay, now the image runs and we have exposed the 8080. I mean, you can't test it because you said this port is occupied.
I can delete that.
Okay, so I
have the React.
From yesterday. Okay,
yeah. Yeah, from yesterday.
Okay, so I tried it. So on my computer, I went to localhost 8080 and I see the hello world, and in the Docker Compose logs, I see the hello world called console log you added. So you see the service name here, so it's app1. I mean, if you have the Docker Compose also gives this a number, these services. So I have app1 here.
Let me try. Let's see if I go there, if that's...
Oh yeah, if you get a request, then we can see the live share in action.
No, the 8080.
Yeah, it's 8080 now.
No, I still have the React app. No, I still need to React app. So, but if you do that on your machine, let's see.
Yeah, but I can also change the port. I mean, the Docker port.
Yeah, but let's see if I here. No Docker, Grafana. Shouldn't have this. Let's see. Yeah, but you can keep going anyway. I'm just trying to fix this.
So basically, basically that's it. I mean, 15 minutes. Not sure if you want to start some big thing now.
No, I'd like to put this on Docker Hub.
Oh,
this is what I'd like to.
Yeah. So everybody's watching can download this. Have you tried it? I mean, I stopped the Docker now. Do you still want to test it, or should I restart it, or?
No, it's okay. And I'll test this on my machine from a different machine.
Okay, so basically what, I mean, we have built the image already, but if you would build it again, you would say Docker, is it Docker build and then the Docker file?
No, you can set the path, but here you can do these things. We can do just a Docker compose build.
We have created this, So.
Yes, after a while you forget a little bit about the Docker file because you can do basically everything from Docker compose.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we just built the app again, and it was successfully tagged with the version 0.2.
Okay, so this is the interesting part because you have this on your machine, and then you can. And then by tagging this with Francesco XX, which is my username on Docker Hub, you can basically push this image on Docker Hub, which is a concept similar to GitHub. It's not the same, of course,
but similar, yeah.
But it's
so I do a Docker. Let's see if I.
But the number two. The version.
So let's Docker push this. So some of the layers were already prepared because I had them already. These are the caching layers we briefly talked about.
Yeah.
So
and it's funny because usually just an application, an image just changes some kilobytes because you just add some controllers, some JavaScript files. So it should be. Maybe we have maybe something new. Maybe we have the new dependencies of PG.
Or they changed or they released a new Node version.
I don't think so.
I removed them before, or I removed the Node image. That's also possible.
I think and this is kind of slow, but we are going there. But meanwhile, so I think that now we could try. I will try to on my machine if I manage to do this.
Yeah, I mean, let's add a comment into the README how people can download this. So this is how to build, and this is the build. This is build and deploy to Docker image, and how to run the image. How to run the Docker image. Is it Docker image? Oops, typo. What? So what you do is you say Docker compose. Oops, up. But
compose up. You can also add -- build.
Oh yeah, if you need to build it for again, that's right. So that's right. I mean, that's it. So basically,
on the port 8080, let's see.
So I think the reason why it's so slow right now is that we are live streaming and uploading it at the same time.
Yeah, we need to think about that because maybe when we do live streaming, all the bandwidth it should be done.
Yeah, or I just upgrade my
problem.
Bye, Luke. You're welcome. So it should be ready. Let's see. Let's go back into Chrome. On Docker Hub. Docker Hub. What was the name? Francesco Node Docker. Let's see if it's. Let's open any of those. Oh, okay. Let's find it this way.
I'm trying.
I was there on the others.
Okay. If I can change the port.
So let's open Docker Hub. Where is it? Docker Hub is kind of slow. So now we have already 7 pulls. So
we work a lot.
this
And
gonna.
I see here.
So yeah, you see
Yeah.
the Docker image
Yeah,
here.
for example, here, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can share this screen, maybe somewhere.
Where? Which? Yeah, I share. I went to.
Share the Docker Hub,
Yeah.
my public account.
Yeah.
For example, here we could add also the command in the README
Oh yeah, yeah.
to launch that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And here are the two tags. So we had one tag where we tested this 4 hours ago, and we have another one that we just published and pushed to Docker
Yeah.
Hub a few minutes.
Yeah, and you can see that I still have my old profile picture in the Docker Hub, the one I used on Twitter.
Ah, the
for a lot of years.
the one with the
that
glasses. Yeah, the one with the glasses.
Yeah, the one with the glasses. I need to update that, but it's just 10 years old. It can work for a little bit. So
That's great, man.
yeah.
So
Yeah, that's great. So now we have this. You could like to test this. I need to delete mine. Yeah, but you can also try. We can leave maybe people to try this if they want.
yeah, so
And you can also make a comment on this.
yeah,
Yeah, because we actually.
let me see.
Yeah, so I'll try this. Yeah, then maybe I'll make some tweet about that. But thank you, Stefan.
You too. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think maybe we need to, maybe next time we will go jump maybe faster into code. But I think that we have done.
Yeah, I mean, this was the
At
first
least it worked.
setup thing, and to keep people in the loop and
Yeah.
so that they know.
And it's mainly my fault because I because
No.
I had to set up things, Windows Live and something like that.
Don't worry.
but Let's see. So Stefan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. I love it.
Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, I'll try this later.
Yeah.
Then once I manage how to delete something. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Stefan.
it. Thank you very much. So we're gonna send you all the links on Twitter. I will send you the link. I will open source the repository in a few seconds because it's just currently private for both of us, but I will open source it.
Yeah. Let's open source data.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with me, Francesco. It was an honor, a pleasure, and always fun.
Anytime, Stefan. I'd love to do this weekly.
Yes.
I don't know if we can do this, but let's try to do
on
this.
your NodeJS Tuesday.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. On Tuesday, it will be a node day. So yeah, thank you,
Thank
Stefan.
you very much.
Yeah.
Bye.